Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tipsy Verse. I'm Michelle, and today we are continuing on our movie and a mixer series with its sister series called A Book and a Brew. Before we start, I do have to say, since the book where I'm going to be talking about reviewing is a young adult book, that if you are under 21, you should not be drinking what we're going to recommend. This week on the blog, it is The Young Elites Week. The Young Elites is a book written by Marie Lu. So we coordinated with the publisher to do a whole week of content this week because it ends the week of their sweepstakes that they're doing to give away ARCs of the Rose Society, which is the second book. So if you haven't entered, do so. A Book and a Brew, basically what we're going to do with this is we're going to talk about a book while drinking and recommending a brew. Simple, right? Right. The brew I'm going to recommend for you today is neither a brew nor related to this book in any way, shape, or form. But it is related to the fact that I have not had AC for a week in my apartment, and I live in Texas. And it's been real hot. So as I've been reading The Young Elites again, I have been sipping on some lovely Angry Orchard Summer Honey hard cider. That is what we are going to be, and by we I mean me, I'm going to be drinking as we talk about this book. This book is pretty intense. Okay, it's got a lot going on. Just a lot. Let's jump right into that, why don't we? The Young Elites is about a young woman named Adelina. Her last name starts with an A, but I'm not going to try and pronounce it because, as I've stated numerous times, I'm from East Texas and did not learn correct pronunciation of anything. So, there's that. She lives in a kind of, I'm going to say it's a lot like Italy. I'm going to say like a lot like a Renaissance Italy, maybe. That's what it feels like to me. In an undisclosed time, in an undisclosed place that has a name, but I've forgotten it. She is part of a group of people who survived a plague. And a lot of the people who contracted the plague, including her mother, did not survive, but she and her sister both did. Now, a lot of the people that survived were young, and they came out of the plague with markings, and those markings sometimes indicated that they had special abilities. So, that sets the stage for this story. Adelina discovers that she does have an ability through a series of fortunate but also unfortunate events. And she's kind of taken under the wing of the Dagger Society, which is a group of young elites. That's what they're called. The people with special abilities are called young elites. It's a group of young elites that finds other young elites, and they are fighting to win back their rights in society. And they're led by the crown prince of the land in this book that I have now forgotten. This is so educational. It's a really fun book. I read it really quickly, and I actually listened to it the first time. I didn't read it the first time. I listen to audiobooks while I work because I'm cool. And so I was listening to this while I worked, and then I read it again. And it's a really good book. It's got a really great group of characters. I feel like the main character is very interesting. She's not your typical YA character in the sense that she's not this like good, perfect savior. In fact, if anything, she's kind of an anti-hero, which is always exciting. Everybody loves a good anti-hero. I can tell you this. If you read the first book, you will want to read the second book because at the end of the first book, you're going to be like, really? Really, Marie Lu? Why? Why are you going to do that to me? Why are you going to do that to me and then make me wait for another book? I'm literally asking you right now, if you're watching this. I need you to send me an email and tell me how you thought that ending was a nice thing to do. Okay? Also, head over to the blog, check out hashtag The Young Elites Week. Join in the fun if you've already read the book. If you haven't read the book, pick up the book. Maybe do something on the last couple of days. We've got 5 days full of fun things to do. Post something on your social media or your own blog and hashtag The Young Elites Week. And then if you also tag us in it, we will try and repost it. And maybe next week, if we have a lot of entries, we'll do a post of our favorites. Who knows? This could get real, y'all. Yeah. We are at the Tipsies on Instagram and Twitter, and the Tipsyverse on Facebook and Tumblr. Literally, we're everywhere. So if you can't find us, you do not know how to use Google. I hate to break it to you.